Well, hello, my soul friends. It's Victoria, the soul nurturer, and it's a video. So, what do you think I'm doing a video for? It's either the new moon or the full moon. Oftentimes, I do a transformational, inspirational video, and as time as it is these days with me, I didn't get to that. But here I am for what is it for? Are you tracking La Luna with me? Do you know where we are in the cycle? The full moon tomorrow on September 20th. Wow, it just feels like time is just really speeding up. I mean, anybody else feel that? It feels like I was just talking about the new moon. Years ago, I heard Marianne Williamson say in a lecture that she was talking about the celestial speed up. And back then, this was a while ago, I was like, what is she talking about, celestial speed up? I feel that's what's happening right now, and I don't hear many people talking about it, but celestial speed up is like all of our spiritual lessons are coming quicker and faster. Why? Because there's kind of an urgency for us to get our lessons, for us to transform, for us to rise up with higher possibilities. So that's why it just sort of feels like, wow, I thought it was this day or this month. Or this year. It just really seems quicker. And they say also when you get a little bit older, it feels even quicker. So anyway, I want to drop in for a moment, just welcoming you. Thank you for watching this channel with me. And I love your comments. And I was so excited to get a comment from a friend in Mexico. It was such a beautiful comment and that thrilled me. So if you're watching, hello, and thank you for your lovely comment. I think the name was Paola, and I hope I say that right. If you're watching, let me know if I said your name right. So tomorrow, and I try to get these out a few days in advance, but it's still a day in advance before the beautiful full moon tomorrow in Pisces. So a full moon, if you've been watching my videos, is an opposition. It is when the sun is in opposition to the moon. The sun is in Virgo, and if you remember the last video I talked about Virgo energy, the new moon in Virgo, and the sun in Virgo, that was like being called back to school, like it's time to roll up our sleeves, make our lists, take care of business, right? Well, I kind of feel like now the moon is already in Pisces and will be for the full moon tomorrow, that it's time for whatever we've been learning the last 2 weeks or since the sun went into Virgo, truly this whole year, what we've been learning, it has felt like we have all been in school, right? But what are we learning? And the overarching theme of unlearning what we've learned that isn't supportive, that conditioning, our conditioned nature. And really, a lot of us, we're seeing in our own lives and in the world, what we believed is really being questioned. It is, and it should be. And that's right where we are astrologically. I started kind of following the astrological weather again to make sense of the chaos that we're experiencing. Because to me, I look at it and I know it's like a creator saying, I've got you. There's something unfolding here. There is a grand purpose unfolding in a mysterious way, and it's scary. And in our human experience, we can feel very afraid. Fear is in our human experience. When we're in our soul and we're in that deepening of trust in our faith, we can be more objective. We can not be dragged around by what's happening, but witnessing it and doing our part to contribute to what is unfolding. That's just my philosophy. Anyway, let me get back to the full moon. But this channel, the purpose, the intention of this channel is to share transformational perspectives, spiritual perspectives, soul perspectives, soul work, dream work, all those places where we can drop into the level of the soul to witness ourselves, to witness this life journey with more trust, more faith, and more willingness to do our part. So I kind of mix all those things in together and kind of just been having fun talking about the moon, though, because it's just something I can commit to right now, and as I'm doing my own unfolding. So I want to talk about, there's a few aspects tomorrow in addition to the full moon. So we've got moon is conjuncting Neptune as well. This is a very dreamy, compassionate, the moon is in Pisces, watery, emotional. So I feel like we have been in school, we've been doing the hard work of learning and seeing, and hopefully being willing to recognize when we've missed the mark and make that correction. Yeah, I just saw this big red X on a paper. You ever have teachers like that, had those red markers and just like to scribble all over your page? Well, hopefully, there's no failure, there's feedback. We got our report card, and how have we been doing, right? And we can do better, right? So I feel like the universal unfolding baton has been passed to Pisces for this little bit of time, for this 2.5 days in Pisces, but in particular with this full moon. And it's kind of like we've been in school, we've been schooled, and now we're going to take it to spirit. We're going to take it to the divine. We're going to take it to creator. We're going to take it to church. When I was thinking about this full moon, I literally kept hearing that song by, I think it's Hoser, Take Me to Church. And so I was curious, what does that mean? Well, moving into moon and Pisces, and a full moon in Pisces, yeah, we're being taken to church now. We're going to take all that we've gathered, maybe all of those wounded places that have been revealed. This Virgo sun energy has really shown us a lot of what's not working, and it could be kind of harsh, hard. I mean, it was brought to my attention many things that still I need to correct and I need to improve. And sorry, Virgo, not perfect, because there is no perfection, but Virgo energy is kind of like that. It's not quite right. It's not you can do better. You can do better. And so that energy is kind of fading a little bit. And Pisces moon says, okay, how can we embrace what has been going on within ourselves and the world with more compassion, with more willingness to see beyond the human limitations? Pisces is ruled by Neptune. It's our intuition. It's all about dreams. It's about imagination, higher perspective. I think of it, this was the words that came to me, to become now, we've left school, going to church for some practical mysticism. We still have the energy of Virgo that says, we want do it in a practical way, in a way that makes sense. So combined with Pisces, if Pisces isn't tethered down or tethered into something, it'll just be floating along with, no purpose, right? Well, Pisces full moon has a very significant purpose, because we all sort of need this cleansing, this healing of our wounds that have been revealed in ourselves, in the world. We can all use a little bit more compassion right now, right? And Pisces moon says, okay, time to vision for something higher. And it also invites us to, the full moon always brings to light, illuminates what we need to let go of that is not in service to our vision or our purpose, right? So it literally, all that subconscious stuff comes forward, and, and it can feel kind of messy and maybe even uncontained. The full moon, we tend to bring a lot, gets drawn forward. And why? What is being revealed needs to be healed. So I would say, utilize this beautiful energy of Pisces. Also, moon conjunct Neptune is very much that, just very sensitive. There's a lot of sensitivity and a lot of, you're feeling a lot. We're going to be feeling a lot. It's important with this Pisces moon and moon conjunct Neptune to really question, is this mine? Is this someone else's? Is it the collective? Because you may find yourself, I find myself, my sun is conjunct Neptune. So I find myself sometimes, I'm very sensitive, and I need to cry every once in a while. I'll literally say, I need to put on a movie to wring out my heart, for I've collected too much of the world's pain, right? Um, and so it's going to feel like that, this deep, like, especially you empaths out there, very sensitive, like you're going to need to wring out your heart too, and you need to be aware of, what is this? Is this mine? Is it theirs? Is it all of ours? And allow space for you to cry. So for me, sometimes I find myself just weeping, just weeping. And I had a client, I was talking to her about this too, who's experiencing the same thing. She's also a very sensitive soul. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot to cry about. There's a lot to cleanse. So welcome your tears, right? They're cleansing, they're healing. And also with the Pisces full moon, welcome, you invite the soul language to come through, the wisdom of your own soul. Pay attention to your dreams. This is a great time to catch your dreams. Keep your journal by your bed. When you wake up, the first thing you do is just check in. This is my spiritual practice in the morning. My husband knows not to interrupt me. I'm awake, but I'm in with my dreams and I'm feeling into it. And even if it's not super alive, I will hang on to the feeling of it. And maybe I'll get one little image and I'll just kind of nurse it back to expanding into the dream, right? So I would highly recommend catch your dreams, journal your dreams, especially the emotion of the dream, because this moon is going to bring a lot of our emotions forward. Emotions are communication. They're going to tell you, highlight what you're believing about yourself and about the world, or maybe it's just grief, and there's a lot that we are all collectively grieving. You remember, grief is psyche's way of adjusting to or making healing through adjustments. It's like helping us get back to well, it's not getting back, because we're not getting back to anywhere. Trust me, this transformational cycle is about just forward, keep going, keep growing. So but grief is an ally. We embrace our tears. Grief is showing us we're shifting out of something that what was no longer into something that is trying to emerge. So welcome your tears, honor them, but also utilize the imagination, your imagination. Yeah, again, we're borrowing the energy of Pisces. Creativity, make space for yourself to, paint or color or whatever you do creatively, even if you don't think you're creative. Allow yourself to play a little bit with some creativity, okay? Or writing poetry. Really, it's the soul language wanting to guide you, wanting to show you some things. So one of the things that I like to teach my clients is just to put your hand over your heart, breathe in, and ask, what do I need to know at this moment? And allow an image to form. So you don't have to draw the image. You don't have to, this is soul creativity, just the image itself. And if you don't get an image, what am I feeling, or what do I need to know? And just trust something will be revealed. And maybe you can even just go outside and go on a little wander and notice what grabs your attention in nature. Like the first thing you see that you're really drawn to, just be curious about it. What is this revealing to you? So yeah, we also have moon sextile Pluto tomorrow too, or during this full moon. So a lot of, again, Pluto, it wants to uncover the shadowy areas in our lives and our minds in the world. But this full moons can be really kind of crazy sometimes. But this one feels like, yes, it'll be revealing, but it'll be like softer and more healing and more. I feel like the other image I kept getting when I was imagining the full moon in my meditation was like the child coming home from school and they failed a test, and nurturing mama just putting her arms around, saying, it's okay, that's how we learn. It's okay, that's how we learn. So think about that now as you offer yourself compassion. And here's the big place that we need to practice: compassion for others. That's okay. We're all learning. That's okay. Makes me cry. We're all learning to the best of our ability. Now, the challenge for all of us, even those who believe you've done your inner work, I'm telling you, these times are our shadow is trying to be revealed so we can see what we need to see. So I always say this, if you're really, really fixed in your position, drop in and see where that's connected to a wound, like you've not been heard or you've never been valued. And so you're really fighting for your beliefs because you really want to be heard, right? So this subconscious material is coming for you to clear, to heal. And then, you may still believe the same thing, but you're not going to be charged when you're talking about it, or you're not going to be triggered when someone has the opposite view. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to say about this full moon. I could go. Here we go. And there's a lot to say. I wanted to say one last thing. I think this full moon, all full moons can bring forward what we need to let go of. But I wanted to say, for you to track astrology in your own life, this is what I've noticed, is that what we tend to talk to our friends about, or what's alive in us, that's the astrology working through you. So for me, and I wonder if this is true for you, this last couple of weeks in particular, really culminating, and that's what a full moon is. It culminates the work you're doing, brings to light, illuminates, has it's been all about letting go. And when I first started getting that message in my meditation, letting go, like what more can I let go of? I mean, I've let go of so much. I let go of my office. I've let go of a lot of, our community. And I mean, they're not my community anymore, but we don't see our community the way that we used to. And things have shifted quite a bit. So a lot of letting go. So more, really? Yes, more. And it came to me in this phrase that I'm still trying to figure out completely what it means. And it may just be kind of like one of those, what are they called? Koans, where just you never get the puzzle. But learn to let go of what has already let go of you. So I was like, what does that mean? Does it mean like people who don't call me anymore? What does that mean? I don't think it means just people. I think it means like old patterns that you're still kind of frequenting because it's familiar to who you used to be, but you're not who you used to be anymore. So let go of what's let go of you, because it's trying to say move forward and embrace who you truly are, or what's emerging through you. So you've got to let go. And I think about holding something in your hand. You've got to let go in order to receive something, right? So we got to open up that hand, but first we need to let go. So there's more letting go. And then the other is when you let go and there's that empty space, visioning. That's what Pisces moon is offering us too, to catch some of those beautiful soul dreams. And I was talking to a friend about this just today, actually, and, rooting them with some ideas, some goals, some actions, so that the vision can grow. And then the vision in your everyday experience becomes real, because that's your focus. Or soon you'll be embodying your vision. That's the big goal, right? That's the big vision. So a wonderful time to practice practical mysticism. Meditate, catch your dreams, journal, listen to music, write poetry, and everything that comes through you into the world, into the external world. From your inner world, you can say, what is this showing me? What does my soul want me to know? And everything your soul wants you to know is for your highest good and in contribution to the collective. All right. Well, I hope this made sense to you. I'd love to hear your comments. Please comment. And if you do nothing more than just put a little emoji there, like a heart or whatever, to let me know that you've stayed with me and watched this video, or comment or ask any questions. I'd love to answer questions. And you can private message me if you prefer at victoriajazwick.com. iGotMyName.com. I have about 6 different emails because I was been branding myself for so long now. I was Sacred Soul Vision. Now I'm the Soul Nurturer. So I also have that one, thesoulnurturer.com. But at Gmail, .com, at gmail.com is my website, at Gmail. So message me there or visit me on Instagram. And that name has changed too. I am the Soul Nurturer. So you can find me there and direct message me there. And I'm good about responding there as well. Thank you for spending some precious time with me. Happy full moon and glorious, compassionate, beautiful. I love the Pisces watery full moon. One last thing is get yourself to water. Go in water if you can. Take a bath. Tomorrow I will be by a glorious lake by the glorious full moon, and I'm just really looking forward to that. So sending you so much love and many blessings. Continue to nurture your beautiful soul as we do this messy work of rebirthing new possibilities into our collective world. Until next time, take good care.